Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our something of Team Frog Nuggets Extra Life. I am Faye. We are now fully switched to the
Welcome
back
back to our
My lovely,
something of
our
Team
lovely May is running the back end for the next 8 hours, I think. Until the end of the marathon. I am not biased in the slightest. But anyway, we are raising money for the National Children's Hospital in Washington, D.C. You can donate up at the link there at the top of the chat, donate.teamfrognugget.com. Recursive Faye. We will fix that. Yeah, you can donate there. If you scroll down below the stream, you will see all the prizes that we have to offer. If you donate $10 or above, you'll be entered into the prize draw for a set of Legend of Zelda fairies. If it's $15 or more, you will be entered for a Crochet Isaac or a Crochet Red Pikmin. And if you donate $30 or more, you'll be entered into the raffle for a Chow. Finally, we had a donation incentive vote auction thingy to see which class Mystic would be playing in this blog. And it turns out we are playing a hero. So Mystic, if you would. Mystic, you're up. There you go.
The one with the ears. That works for me.
Yeah, the three genders, man, woman, cat, girl. It's fine. Lunatex, this was not a random name. We picked this name during the break.
You've arrived, our child, hero. It began mere days ago.
Sorry to barge in, but
The
Mystic,
envoy of
we can't
calamity
hear you.
appeared unannounced in the west, and set the shine raid upon our world.
The stream is not picking up your mic. It's picking up everybody else, but it's not picking up your mic. Make sure you're not muted. Sorry
Does that work now? Yo, stream. Can you catch me?
I'll let you know.
Catastrophic light.
There is a
turns all
delay.
living things before it into white.
Yeah. It has voice acting.
Will soon be in
Okay, yes, you're
delay no
broadcasting now.
Alright, good.
Oh, hero.
I never remember to turn those things off. Because we're playing on normal. Don't like playing on higher difficulties. There's always a chest over here. And... chest does good stuff.
If I knew
This is our
was gonna
assistant.
happen.
She is okay.
Go and north. It's up.
Basically, she's telling us that there's 2 people we could grab if we had a point of charisma. 2 allies we could recruit. We don't have a single point of charisma, so it doesn't matter for us. You'd think a hero class would have charisma.
Yes.
This NPC will tell you about any villages nearby. Pretty helpful.
Man, we're a badass looking cat girl.
Yeah.
That's what I told you to pick.
Right, so we're just heading out now. The goal of the game, well, in this run, is to beat the Fallen Angel. Keep calling it the Demon. And the Fallen Angel will pop up eventually. What the hell? Good start. As you could imagine, birds don't usually breathe fire. That one does.
But it. I mean, maybe not in Australia.
No, not quite yet.
Not
So, yeah.
quite yet. They're evolving that.
So we're just gonna head forward for a bit, see if we can find anything good. Basically, we want to get as much XP and as much good equipment as we can before the Fallen Angel pops by. We're probably not going to be good to go when the first time she pops up, so we'll just have to run away. That'll be fun when that happens. Up there is an elf village, but it's stuck in the mountains. And down the bottom, under ability, you can see climb is 0. It means we don't climb mountains well at all. So we just waste a bunch of time. As you can see to the left, there's the giant light thing approaching us. If we touch that light, or if we get consumed by it, we die. It's game over. Which is why it's called One-Way Heroics.
Yes, thank you for explaining it. For those who don't know, last time it took, like, Mystic did a full hour of One-Way Heroics, and it wasn't until halfway through the next block that I realised why it was called that.
Yeah. It's a little hard to die to the light, but it can happen. We just passed by a bar, sometimes they have the good stuff. We're kind of broke at the moment, so not much point getting anything to eat. There's actually a lot of towns in this area. Here's another town. There's a lot of helpful NPCs. But for the most part, they're mostly just good for buying stuff. Yeah, if you get stuck in a dungeon, there's a good chance you could die. You have to be careful. You have to know when to get out.
And being healthy and having the dried fruit mix for breakfast instead of, a chocolate Rice Krispie bar.
I'm eating caramel popcorn and drinking an energy drink.
You shouldn't do that.
Technically, it's 2 a.m. here, so it's not even breakfast. It's a midnight snack. That goat is running away from you. What'd you do to that goat?
The goat is just skittish. If you kill it, you'll get a thing called Hunting Sin. If you get enough Hunting Sin, there are these guys called the Guardians of the Forest or something. They will try to kill you. They're pretty strong.
The goat knows what it did, Tie-Dye.
No one likes the goat.
We've all seen Goat Simulator. We know what it did.
So yeah, this here is the coastal area, I guess. It's basically there's a ton of water and a ton of desert.
Fallen, are you ready to fight?
Oh crap. Well, the Fallen Angel's nearby. We are going to have to run away. We got ambushed by a bunch of bandits. Shouldn't be too bad. Since we can face them from the front.
Does the game infinitely generate terrain and stuff as you walk to the right?
Basically, yeah. Technically there is an end, but we're not going to reach the end. Oh god. This is a bad area to be ambushed in by the Fallen Angel. She flies, we don't. And all the ground in this area, it's desert. Which means... Oh, what the hell. It'd be really embarrassing to die here. What the... Okay, that's embarrassing.
Well, continue. Last-
Phoenix asks, is the Fallen Angel a straight-up replacement for the Demon Lord?
Yes. 1-to-1. You can recruit the Fallen Angel if you have the stuff. I've never gotten a C before in this game. Alright,
It's time for everything.
let's just go back and pretend that run didn't happen. It's only been, what, 10 minutes?
Okay. So hi, welcome to Extra Life. Should I do the whole spiel again just to complete the illusion?
No. Okay. What happened there is I held onto resources too long. Let's just
Yeah, that's one thing you have to keep in mind in a roguelike is
Oh,
there's no sense in saving up resources if you're never going to use them.
Yeah, that's true. You get 5 awakenings per adventure. Basically, they give you 3 free turns where the enemy can't move, and you get an attack boost.
It's a
Yeah, we had a giant donation for a sec there, but it's fine.
yes.
We fixed it. No problems anymore.
Right, so you can technically there's a fast sort of movement in this game. I just hold down the button and then you see the little zooming thing. It's not great. It's actually kind of slow.
Although having a giant donation doesn't feel like something we should have to fix.
Although it's surprisingly fast with diagonals. Right. So early on, we want to look for easy enemies so we can get some XP. More XP means more levels means better stats. Pretty simple.
Pretty straightforward. It's most roguelikes stem from like, well, I guess JRPGs stem from roguelikes is a way to put it. This sort of leveling up and building your character sort of thing.
Yeah. Different classes have different growths. I'm not too sure what the heroes' growths are.
I'm assuming they're really good.
They could be a bit balanced. It's a bit hard to tell because their bases are ridiculous. They started with like 3 or 4 points in vitality and strength. That's unusually high. The only other classes that do that off the top of my head are like... The samurai does that with strength, but they also have like the best strength in the entire game.
Yeah.
The
So-
wrestler does as well, but the wrestler also doesn't get to equip the armor.
Tai, tell us about roguelikes.
They should be tile and turn-based, and if you say anything else is a roguelike, you're wrong.
We once had a very loud argument about whether or not Binding of Isaac is a roguelike.
I'm fine with using the word roguelike for it, but I would consider Binding of Isaac a top-down shooter first and foremost, as its
I thought the
genre.
town's good.
Because, like, that's how it plays, it's a top-down twin-stick shooter. I'm very picky when it comes to my roguelikes, so I understand I'm the weird one.
That's okay. There are some people in this group who think mushrooms are a food. There are plenty of weird opinions to be had.
I mean, when you're not deathly allergic to them, you might be able to consider them edible.
No.
This train wasn't here before, was it? I
What
could've-
wasn't here before?
I thought we went into a coast.
Yeah, I
Oh
think we
crap.
did.
I think what happened is that after we died, the game generated a random new world for us, and I didn't notice the change. So we're technically in a different world.
That's fine. This
Yeah.
is a volcano, right?
Yeah, it's volcano biome. There's a lot of flying
Wolves.
enemies around here. There's not many towns, but there's a fair few dungeons, and there's a lot of like jewels around. There's also a
not
bunch of
much
dried
food
leaves.
either, right?
Hmm?
There's not much food either,
You
right?
can get dried leaves. They restore 5% energy out of 100.
Yeah. Like one way heroics is a really good roguelike to me because it gets what roguelikes need. Like to me a roguelike needs something to drive you forward. And in most of them that's food. Food won't keep spawning on the floor for you indefinitely. You need to keep going to keep eating to survive. So
Are you ready?
but one way heroics just puts a giant wall of death following you instead.
Technically, you can fight that wall of death, but you need holy weapons first.
Hmm.
That's a spoiler though. We're not going to get around to it.
Oops.
Okay, so here's one of my favorite tricks for dealing with a formal angel. She actually has some pretty dumb AI. So, what you do is you try to get into a town and make sure people get in your way.
And if you save them off long enough, they just stop chasing you, right?
Yeah. Bye. As you can see, she's a little held up now. That guy's not gonna win, but we can get out.
Ah, yes. The thing all good heroes should do: sacrifice the townspeople.
Look, we're out of
I've
money.
done this in Dwarf Fortress before, I think.
I'm
Oh yes, Alma does have voice acting, but it's not great. It's not really worth sticking around for. Oh god, it's a bear.
Oh no!
Wait, that was 3. Oh. Yes, you can throw arrows in this game. It's handy enough, I guess. I'm sorry, Eumidian, but that guard is dead.
Rip.
God damn it. I'm not used to playing in small resolutions. So. Okay. You see those yellow triangles? That means they are like basically equivalent of boss enemies.
Mhm.
At this point, a boss bear is a little dangerous. Also, I need to get rid of this bomb. These bombs will explode if you take fire damage. Not too bad for a hero, but for other classes which are weak to fire and explosions, it's lethal. I really hate bombs in this game. Especially because of one little feature which we haven't run into yet. I think it needs to be experienced blind. One change from the original One Way Heroics. Oh. By the way, this is... The original One Way Heroics was made by a guy called Smoking Wolf. This version of One Way Heroics was made by Spike Chunsoft. They're the guys who made Sharon the Wanderer and Danganronpa.
And the Pokemon and basically everything Mystery Dungeon.
Yes, so you
It's
sort of know what to
technically
expect.
Chiron spin-offs, but also Pokemon and Etrians and Chocobo. Though they didn't make Chocobo Dungeon. I
I
believe
think
they
we
had
made Dingle Rumpus.
I believe they had a hand in at least licensing for it or something. Woo.
Okay, this here is Skeleton Archer, and I hate these guys.
Play as bad as they are in Minecraft.
It's because if you're in melee range of them, like 1 square away, they will knock you back 3 squares. Oh yes,
Oh.
that was a trap. Luckily that's just a falling rocks trap, so it doesn't do much. But there are landmines.
Oh, rocks.
Yeah, the landmines will explode. And if you have anything flammable, say goodbye. I think a dog just stepped on one right there.
Rip dog. It
The
died
trap-
as it lives, stepping on traps.
Rip puppy.
Our defense is surprisingly low. No. Maybe I just have bigger expectations.
Prism Phoenix asks a good question. Where did the rocks fall from? You're on a beach.
The sky. It's a trap in a roguelike. Don't pay too much mind to it.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can find axes lying around randomly. God damn it.
Well, that at least makes some kind of sense. There remains from previous adventurers.
Maybe the rocks in the sky were as well.
What were adventurers doing in the sky?
We're
Rocks?
kind of getting torn apart.
They were laying rock traps, of course.
But
They need
how
to
do
make
the
s-
rocks stay up?
That's a trap. Don't think too hard about it.
I'm too sleepy to think this hard about something that doesn't matter.
Alright, I've never used the skill before. Alright,
see how it
the dog
goes.
is our friend now. Oh god.
Hey.
That's the one way hero seems like a very roguelike hero class. They can only go like befriending monsters.
I'm
is a
awful.
roguelike staple.
Okay,
What did you do?
I died again.
Well, last dr-
Okay.
So did the dog.
Sephiroth was defeated by a Skull Lord.
Yes, I forgot that the hero takes 5 times damage from the back.
Which class were you planning on playing if no one bidded on anything?
The Dark Knight. It also has that same problem where... Okay, let me use my own save this time. I was gonna stack things in my favor, but I thought, oh no, I have a hero. I don't need one. Turns out I'm bad enough to need one.
That's fine. It happens.
So for random molds, basically they have enough predetermined stuff that if you get a good one off the net, then you can. I've tried this world before, it was pretty soft. And it also lets you get an ally quite early.
That's good.
Quite a strong
The
ally
only
too.
distance I ever made it in one of my heroics when I tried playing it, because I haven't given it too much time yet, was when I got an ally. They're really, really helpful.
Yeah, I think they're a little weaker in Mystery Chronicle for the most part. But there's one particular ally who is super broken. She'll rip through anything that doesn't have
You've
defense.
Oh.
Good thing I have an hour and a half.
Well, if you finish your run as the hero, do you want to go to the second place
Hey
winner?
there.
Priest? Should be easier.
Yes.
I've actually
Should've-
finished the run as Priest.
Should have been dragons.
The order is hero, priest, and dragon. So if you manage to
I'm-
do a third run, Tai will get his wish.
I don't think
donated
that's
money for this.
too likely.
Donated money for the sick children. This was just a bonus.
Yeah.
I actually donated money because someone said no one's donated for Mystic's thing yet.
Here's another town. Nothing important here.
I was like, well, I'm feeling like I should probably donate to this, so I'll donate for that.
Oh,
Whoa,
another landmine.
come here.
Yes, landmines
Come here,
do
Rat.
more damage to people who take more damage from fire.
Gee, I wouldn't have guessed that.
It's a shame that group participants cannot be entered into the raffle because I'm sure you would have loved some.
Alright.
some
I would have dropped the money for the chow raffle.
Hey,
Yeah.
you!
Whoa.
Despite being broke, like spend like
The
yeah,
messenger rated
I don't
him.
have money right now.
My name is Cole.
More like
Okay, so this guy's Cole.
Appearance-
He's basically a drunk we can have tag along with us. He's actually pretty good.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Drunken friends are the best friends.
All right. Welcome.
Oh yeah, here's the bar. Technically they sell energy drinks, not booze, but it's booze. You'll get dizzy if you drink some.
It's the milk bar.
You can get milk from them, yes.
Not enough milk though.
Milk is a
Fine
bit
by
heavy.
me.
So yeah, most of the allies you can recruit have a thing called affection. It goes up as you do certain things. In Cole's case, it goes up every 50 kilometers.
So just walking with him makes him like you more.
Yeah, I've never seen all of his events because you need to go 1,800 kilometers to get his ending.
Hmm
And
And you usually beat the game before then, I'm assuming.
yeah, with some relatively weak with some classes that are weak at combat, I've gone that far.
But you didn't have him with you.
No, I had someone else. I had Dosi. She's a healer who can. She was in the original One Way Heroics. She's a little different in this game.
Fine by
Back then,
me.
she just used any healing herbs you had and apply them to you. In this game, she actually pulls out the heals from nowhere.
So the clocks went back at 2 a.m. and now I don't know how much sleep I've actually had.
Not enough, clearly.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I
right.
went to sleep at about 1. And I woke up at 6.
It takes us 10 turns to go through a mountain tile, which is why we're not going to go through them. So. These guys are skill missionaries. They can teach you skills in exchange for small stat points. I'm not a fan of them.
You have 69 purple. Nice.
Is
69
that
what?
good or bad?
That's for my shield. How many uses left on my shield? Once it hits 0, it'll break. What's in here?
You have 69 shields left.
That's good.
It's a nice amount of shields to have.
Oh yeah.
That's the correct amount of shields to have.
The thing about Cole is that occasionally he'll take shots for you. And he can also attack, so
Fine by me.
sort of flexible.
You just like walked into these zombies' house and just home invaded the hell out of them.
They're zombies,
Rude.
they don't deserve any respect.
Can't you play as a zombie?
You can, it's awful. There's a reason I vetoed them. So, their starting weapon, it has 30 durability.
The fuck? Are you ready?
Their starting armor has 10 durability. They are some of the weakest items in the games for actual strength. And they start off with minus 99 charisma. And zeros and everything else.
Oh. So they're the snail traveler class type. The hard to play character. Essentially, challenge mode.
Yeah, they're challenge mode.
Crimson Phoenix is explaining the difference
fallen
between a dungeon
angel
and a house, and I like this. A dungeon is a house for monsters, you see, but it's evil. I think you're just describing a haunted house, Crimson Phoenix.
A haunted house is a kind of dungeon.
So yeah,
What
Alma
kind
runs
of
away after
haunted
about
house have you been
3
going to?
hours of in-game time.
Ones that have chains and creepy things in them.
Fine by me.
What's one thing I never got about horror movies? Why do people continue to buy the evil houses?
Because they don't have a realtor.
Because there might be good loot in the house.
It's all about the fat loots.
Yeah.
See, I actually read something that a real estate agent is not required by law to
Tell you if a
rent-
house is haunted?
Yeah. Like I read that fact, and there was actually like a court case about it in 1991,
Of
and
course.
like that is a law that is on the books and has precedent.
They should tell you though. It's how you keep people like coming to your business.
Yeah. Spooky stories come up, you're not gonna lose business.
I mean, I just find it really funny because ghosts don't real, so
Yeah, but ghosts don't die. Can you make it out of here alive?
I don't... Wait. Was that Super Mario 64 or...
Yeah,
Was it
Fine
that
by me.
That Luigi's Mansion?
that was Mario 64.
So yeah, on
Crimson
top of...
Phoenix, okay.
Hopefully.
Carry on, please.
So yeah, what we're looking for now is
Are any
enough
of us
levels
okay?
and some fireproof equipment. Oh, by the way, here's the
Thanks.
save system. You can just talk with these people and they'll save the game for you. It's useful because when you're in like when you're in like doing a 10k run, if you don't save, you will go mad. Because those runs can go for like 8 hours. A 10k run is where you basically walk to the end of the world. Crimson Phoenix, have you tried a 10k run? I tried once, but I gave up at 2.5k. Wait, no, I did 3k in one.
Dan's still wrapped again. Why do you just exposed?
Oh yeah, so there's basically two end of the worlds to speak of. There's the one ending where you go 2,000 kilometers, and is that the end of the East?
Fine by me.
I'm not sure, but there's either the 2k one, or you can continue on to 10k, and that is the literal end of the world. Like, you cannot go beyond that.
Also, or you could, save the world.
You could. So yeah, our assistant
I
was
don't
just
know why
telling
you
us.
want to, the world sucks.
Our
That's not
assistant was
what
just
being a hero is about.
telling us that the area ahead of us is haunted by zombies. Well, skeletons to be precise. And
They're the same thing.
skeletons are much stronger than zombies. Oh god. You see that up there? That's a Phantom Knight. You see that red star?
Oh,
It means it's stronger than normal. Phantom Knights are very strong.
that's something you don't want to fight.
Yeah. Because they're enemies that can actually use shields and weapons. So they hit much harder, and they don't take much damage from light weapons.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm not sure if the end of the world is so much the end of the world as it is just there's nothing left to go to.
Yeah.
Everything's been destroyed.
Technically the world ends because everything that else in the world is gone if you reach quote
Fine
unquote
by
the end.
me.
Yeah. Ah, we still broke. That's another skeleton on the top left. Just disappeared right on my side. He's nasty because he carries around a lance, so he can hit 2 squares away. This here is... You need to be a criminal to enter this place. And to be a
No.
criminal,
You're
you
a
have to kill.
hero.
You'd have to kill someone.
Oh no.
You'd have to kill an NPC.
Oh no.
And I don't mean my little trick where I led Alma around in a circle and she killed them for me.
You have to murder a good NPC, and I assume that comes with downsides.
Yeah. For one, if you build up enough infamy, gods will start hunting you down. Here's the store. It's a store.
Oh god, I'm yawning already.
Yeah, I got my carapace.
You got your what?
And I got a raft.
We have no choice but to go through these mountains. Unfortunately. So yeah, using an area map, we used one earlier, it lets you see any dungeons, any towns, and any special things worth noting.
Nice. You punched a bird in the face.
So a little trick about fighting these Skull Archers, these weren't in the original one-way heroics. They'll use their melee attack if you're next to them, but if you're up against the wall, you won't go flying anywhere. So you just go flying into the wall repeatedly. They do nothing.
If this was a mystery dungeon game, flying against the wall does damage you.
Yeah, nothing like that. Also, chests and doors, depending on your lockpicking level, they'll be harder to open. A low lockpicking level means that hard stuff is basically impossible.
Fine by
But
me.
as I did not look at the map properly. But yeah, if you keep trying at it, then the difficulty of the thing will go down. We have our lockpick level is only 1, so we're garbage at it, basically. Oh, good luck. So that was an ID scroll. Gives us full details on all of our weapons. That was Memoria letting us save. It would have cost 5 levels though, and that wouldn't make us weaker. It just means there are some places where you can trade in levels for deaths. We haven't seen them yet. They are touch and coming. Yes, okay. So, if you get trapped in a dungeon, it can mean death, but if you have a good weapon or an axe or something, you can literally break down the walls. I mean, you can break down the walls with a sword, technically, but axes have really high might, so well, they have high attack, so they're good at breaking stuff. There's one drawback to using your levels as a currency for stats. If you have a class like the hero that learns a class like the hero which learns skills when they level up. If you spend levels and you never reach like level 40, for example,
The Fallen. Are you ready to?
then you'll never learn the skill you get at level 40.
Hmm. So it's good to keep leveling up.
That depends on the class. Some classes don't really learn skills.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's these off. These guys throw explosives at you that light you on fire. I don't like them. They are really dangerous. I think they're a new enemy.
Well,
We're probably not ready to fight Alma. Oh. So yeah, Alma has a ranged attack. 2 squares away, but she needs to charge. This is not good. Okay, so what just happened is that we got confused by an enemy. So if we try walking, we'll go in a random direction.
That's not good.
Oh. No time at the present. We can try fighting. Alright, that's Alma done for now. So, we just have to get out of this pickle now.
Oh, pickles.
This is not the kind of pickle we're talking about.
This is a very nasty pickle.
Mhm.
It's the kind that's been sitting out on the counter, out of the jar for too long.
I seriously thought you were going to say sitting on the couch not having a job, and I don't know why. Just
Why do we
this
keep missing
lazy-
these people?
Just this lazy bum pickle. Drinking beer and watching TV instead of applying for jobs.
Fine
Okay,
by
so
me.
technically you can skip turns, and you'll heal eventually.
But it's not particularly safe when you've got a wall of death creeping up on you.
Yeah. Like, it's good. I find it's useful in this area, since you've got all these people that'll... You've got these mandies that'll confuse you when they die.
Mhm.
And you've got the flying bombs, which are incredibly dangerous. You don't want to fight them at low HP. Oh god, it's smart.
I think the only roguelike I've ever actually tried to play aside from Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode is Ultima Underworld.
I played a lot of Alona. A lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I actually really enjoy those games, they're fun.
I played the first one and got really excited when it gives you the quiz at the beginning to, tell you what kind of Pokemon you are. I got super excited that it, based on my answers, it picked Mudkip.
Oh boy.
I got Torchic on my first game.
So yeah, I hate those guys because they can replicate, which means that there's 2 enemies throwing explosives at you. And
explosives really hurt.
yes, it's the burn. You'll take 45 damage no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, people seriously underestimate how much I love Mudkip. And I hate that it's a meme.
So that's why you hate memes so much.
Memes ruined my favorite Pokemon.
Which Pokemon? Mudkip?
Mudkip.
This area has a ton of those explosive guys. This is the large mountains area. It's very dangerous. There is a lot of food you can get here, which is nice, but it's not worth the danger in my opinion.
Chat, tell me your favorite Pokemon.
Okay.
And honest, oh god. Might land.
I'm just curious.
Fine by
We
me.
gotta drop it, passing over. Dude.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be a cat? Cats like never have enough food. They're always hungry.
We've got 7 native fruits. They're basically the main source of food. We don't. Honestly, we're probably set for the rest of the adventure, unless these things brought. My favorite Pokemon is Heracross.
Squirtle's pretty powerful. Ninetales is pretty good.
Alolan Ninetales is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
I'm definitely gonna be using one.
Time to eat some fruit off the floor.
I hope its hidden ability is Hail.
Oh boy.
I can't wait to have 30 Mimikyu.
Just an entire box full of nothing but Mimikyu.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got an indication that there's another friendly thing around. Friendly person around. Should go check that out. We only have 1 point of charisma, which is not enough to recruit most people. But if there's one character I'm thinking of that will actually join us.
Other than the one we have.
Yeah. Crap. Ah, crap, it's Baldur. Baldur is the bard. He takes 2 charisma and he eats all your food. He doesn't even fight.
Is there any upside to him at all?
He restores your stamina occasionally. And I think if you go far enough in his events, he gives you some free stuff.
So you're saying no.
Is this people's opinion of bards? Because I play one in Final Fantasy XIV and it makes a lot of sense.
I think we're
People
dead.
don't seem to like bards. Oh no, did you die again?
There is nothing we can do. We are literally burned. You see, we've got to burn level 3 for 4 turns. So we're going to take 60 damage. We're going to take 15 damage for 4 turns. 60 points of damage. Oh. Where? Yeah, we're dead.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
I'm.
Such is the way of life in Monster or in roguelikes, though. I was about to say
Did
Monster
you-
Hunter.
I was
Yeah, that
doing
that's
perfectly
really
fine
good.
yesterday. This is a touch tragic. It's not a problem with the cloth.
it's the curse of being on stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, you have about roughly half an hour-ish.
Let's go. We've died 3 times in 50 minutes, we can do it more. We can finish the run, maybe.
Maybe you should have picked the Dargon.
The Darken would have taken 2 turns to kill the flying bombs.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
We were talking about dragon anatomy yesterday as if like dragons are real.
Was this yesterday? I feel like I was talking to someone about whether dragons are fireproof or not.
I believe it depends on the type of dragon. I can't imagine a nice dragon being fireproof.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, like, it depends on how the fire is created.
Alright,
If
so
it
this
comes
time,
up from its belly.
we don't know if Cole's around, so we're just gonna go recruit one of there's 2 people at the start you can recruit. They cost 1 charisma.
We came to rest. Just
This is one of our childhood friends. She casts magic.
come on. Tell her you agree with me.
That's all she does?
Great.
Yeah,
I'll
not
do my best.
they're not very good.
Well, in the anime adaptation of your adventure, she'll become your girlfriend. It's okay, I know my joke was bad.
I didn't actually hear it.
is a joke about childhood friends becoming your girlfriend in the anime based on this adventure.
being the usual winning route. It's either the childhood friend or the tsundere.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming this game has both.
What the? Right, I keep underestimating the amount of damage we take from the sides.
Yay!
Dark Knight takes more damage from the side and back, but it's not as much. They take 3 times from the back. Hero takes 5 times from the back.
So, I'm assuming what happened was Spike Chunsoft bought the rights to the game?
I'm not sure. I think they were just working with
Okay.
Smoking Wolf. I can't recognize any of this. We partially recognize some of that stuff, so we know what type of item it is, but we don't know if there's any bonus effects or how much durability they have. Quite
Basically,
risky.
if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
you can judge sort of by the
the-
weight, but you can't judge by their price.
if the easiest and/or accepted route is either the tsundere or the childhood friend, how does that explain Aya?
In which?
Shiraoka, she's not even tsundere, she's just insufferable.
Okay, I get it.
Aya is not
I don't know.
the golden route.
Oh, is it not? Okay.
Okay, so that was the alchemist. You pay her 300 money, and she might give you some stuff. It's kind of random.
She might give you some stuff?
Every time I used to play like the original One Day Heroics, the first time I'd give money to her, she'd just give me thin air.
Great.
Very helpful.
I mean, thin air is better than thick air, if we're gonna be brutally
Yeah.
honest.
This time she gave us a sword with 0 weight. It doesn't have many uses, but it's a bit stronger than our current weapon. We'll pull it out when we need to.
I seriously
That's
thought
pretty
you just said we'll pour one out because we need to. Pour one
We'll
out
pour-
for your
well-
old sword.
We'll pour one out when we need to revive our fallen homie.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Yay!
Meanwhile, PDs.
Oh yeah, your allies can die if they take enough damage.
But we don't want that to happen.
Well, if the alternative is us dying, then yes we do.
Well, I mean, it's also our childhood friend, and the heroic thing would be to sacrifice ourselves to save them.
Tai Tai, we led the fallen angel through a village, trying to get away. I think we've
Yeah,
given up
but
on that.
He's just telling you what the heroic thing is to do, not what the video game protagonist thing is
Oh,
to do.
yeah, no. The video game protagonists burn the village, loot the village, take all the village's gear, release the fire giant upon the village.
What? Oh god damn it. So that bird had a bomb in his inventory, and our companion Nami uses a fire attack. So it blew up right in our face. So he lost about 100 HP.
Can't blame her, blame the bird.
That bird is smart. Too smart. I'm glad it's dead.
Too smart to be a regular bird. It's a super bird.
Yes, Crimson Phoenix, you can still start with a dog if you take a perk for it. I'm not sure if they're any good. They weren't any good one-way in the original One-Way Heroics.
Where's the fish?
What was that about a fish?
Nothing.
So long and thanks for all of them.
Yay!
Okay, no. Not right now.
You can punch a fish in this game if you really need to, but you'd have to go through water for that.
You can do a lot of really silly things in this game.
It's a roguelike, they're kind of designed that way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I mentioned earlier, every unit has events. Sometimes they're not great. Actually, most of the time they're not great. I'm gonna skip Boston since we do need to get going. If I remember off the top of my head, going through Nami's events will give you a lunchbox, then eventually it'll unlock a special technique that you can use to hit things. Can we run? Do we have any people on board? We can probably run. Right, so. Might just explore. Grab it.
If I
We have slightly higher than average movement, so it means that we should be able to run away. There you go. She had to wait a turn, because she's slower than us.
Ugh.
Fast classes are actually quite good in this game, since they can run away from everything. I think the hero is relatively average speed. I mean, they're not a slow class. Playing slow classes sucks.
Yay!
It's another reason why the zombie's bad. On top of being weak, they're also slow.
Maybe you just don't like the zombies.
They have
Yay!
one strength. They don't need food to move.
That's a really good strength. Considering every time I played One Way Heroics, I end up starving to death.
You don't take damage from starving.
Like, I end up running out of food. And that
Every
leads to my
time-
death.
Every time I play any roguelike, I always run out of food.
Let's see, do I have any food? I don't actually have any
They're
food.
kind of designed that way. It is entirely intentional.
Yeah. Let's be very careful here. This could be... Yep, this is a goddess statue. This is where you trade in the levels for. This is where you trade in levels for stuff. Yeah,
But is it worth it on the hero?
trading levels in.
Yeah.
All you get is the ability to have a dog friend.
So
Or
it's not
recruit-
really worth it.
You take that back, Tai Tai.
Why have a dog friend when you can have people friend?
Why have a dog friend when you can have a dragon friend?
That's true.
Yes, Tai. The hero's ability to recruit stuff does, in fact, work on dragons.
Can you also make the dragon your waifu?
No. At least not to my knowledge.
I don't care.
Tai Tai, do you just ask that for every game?
No?
Because you can make the dragon your waifu in Stardew Valley.
Here is a polar bear. Oh god, it's tough.
Have you ever met a bear, Mystic? They're pretty chufty.
Are they as chufty as we are? Probably. Probably more chufty. Avoid it, Mystic.
Yay!
Fuck it, let's take it on. Yeah,
Yay!
we managed to get around to its back, so... Actually, I probably could have just taken it on in the first place.
The cowardly way to wrestle the bear. Punch it in the back.
Hey,
Yay!
everything takes more damage from the back. The thing about this game is that it got a lot more anime compared to the original One Way Heroics.
There
Well,
is
I mean-
totally a dragon in Stardew Valley. She's called Abigail.
She eats gems.
Yeah, you give her a gem and she said, "How did you know I was hungry? This looks delicious." She's a secret dragon.
And is also the one I was working on marrying when I last played.
1.1 is out, isn't it, for Stardew Valley?
That's
Yes, it
I
is.
don't want to restart, but I also want the river farm, or the water farm for fish.
That's the one. That's the one I'll be playing on during my block, actually. So you can check it out then.
Okay. it's worth it, I might restart. I haven't gotten super far. I'm in like fall of the first year.
I'm in like year 2.
Are you ready?
This is an okay area to be caught by the fallen angel, I guess. Since you don't get slowed down by the snow. You just get hungry quicker. Also, apparently a bunny just stepped on a landmine and died.
Oh no!
And because of how things work... Okay, you know what? Screw it. Let's see if we can take on Alma.
Mystic, you have 20 minutes.
Yeah. Twelve areas. That's not great.
Did I accidentally catch a wet fish?
What do we have? We have
Does she always like?
What?
I like other than like, you know, the anime portraits. The game doesn't seem too anime until they replace the Demon Lord with a fallen angel.
I'm not sure why they did it.
I'm assuming they also released the game in Japan.
They also what?
They also released the game in Japan.
Yeah, the original One Way Heroes was made by a Japanese dude.
Maybe they thought it would sell better if the game was more anime.
Possibly. This is Chunsoft. Alright. Since we're going screw it, we may as well use this. You, give up armor completely, and gain an absurd amount of power. You also lose charisma. Oh god, the portrait changes.
It only lasts for a while.
No, it's permanent.
Oh.
What?
I guess you are going one way with it.
Oh god damn it.
I-
They changed the
Yes.
portrait. I wasn't expecting that.
You took all your armor off. What were you expecting?
They didn't do that in the... They didn't do that in the original One Way Heroes.
I'm
Well-
betting the male characters do it too, so...
Yeah. Male characters do it too. Now I feel kind of
As long as everyone gets naked.
Yes.
Yay!
That cat girl looks really mad.
She's mad because you took her clothes to make her stronger.
Yeah. we didn't even get to fight the Fallen Angel enough. That was a bad Zanura. Yeah, if it wasn't the original, I didn't notice because the portraits were tiny.
What is it?
This guy... Nope. They haven't noticed we're naked, apparently. There's only one way to go from here. That's down. The problem with Zanura Wave, as well as making you drop all your equipment, well, making you stop using armor, is that it reduces your XP gain.
So it's sort of something to use at like the very end.
Yeah. Well, let's just see if we can get to Fallen Angel again.
Increase your charisma. It reduces your charisma, right?
Yeah.
You'd think being naked would increase it.
So a small problem with having really bad charisma is that it increases the price of everything. It also, that makes zombie much more painful because they start with minus 99. I think
Yeah.
we probably have like, minus 90 something.
And in your head, you're justifying it as still better than the zombie.
Of course it's better than a zombie, we start off with actual stats. We still have food. Yes, we do. We still have food. Yes, we do.
Now I can upgrade the boat.
So yeah, what the chat is referring to now is there was a build in the original One Way Heroics, which was basically you took 5 perks for unarmed fighting, and you started as the hero class. Then you just the first time you ran to the Fallen Angel, or the Demon Lord in that case.
The fallen angel.
Okay, she's here.
You would use your wave and drop everything, and then just punch them to death.
Yes.
A naked cat girl aura-oraing a fallen angel. The power of my stand.
Yay!
Belafon says, I like to think that low charisma just means that the character is insulting NPCs to their faces.
Yeah, that's...
I feel like it would have more impact when you are being insulted by a naked cat girl.
who looks really grumpy.
Have you ever seen a shaved cat? They look pretty grumpy. In fact.
Since we're gonna be finishing this off here, let's just blow our awakenings.
How many barriers does she have left?
It changes depending on where you find her.
How many barriers does she have here?
At the moment she had 9. Basically, as you go further, it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
At the start it's 15. Each iteration goes down by 3 basically, until she gets down to 5. By the way,
Okay.
I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but I think I modded this to have the music from the original One Way Heroics. It actually has its own music. I completely forgot to change it back.
By the way, this is what a naked cat looks like. Look how grumpy that is.
Alright, we might have time to try. Wait. We're scheduled until 20 minutes, right?
You're scheduled until 1:30, but we want to cut it off at 25 past just to give time to switch. So
That's fine.
You
I'll see if
still
I can-
have 15 minutes.
I'll see if I can show
Our
off
second
part.
place is Priest.
Yeah. You get these medals after your first time finishing a game with a class, or with that class's art. And this is just stuff at the end. As you can see, we're good at fighting. It's not too important. Final level is basically what level you finished up on. Distance is how far you went and how fast you went. Enemies is based on how many enemies you killed and whether you got the first strike, whether you killed a lot of strong enemies. Assets is based on how much money you had and how many items you had. Titles is based on something. I don't know.
Based on question mark.
Yeah, from doing things, but doing things is a bit dubious. And overall is based on everything. Alright, so let's see if I can set up Priest real quick.
Okay, that armor set is completed.
Where did I? Righto. So which priest do we want to play? The maid? Wait, the dude, the maid, the girl, or the maid? They look pretty similar, don't they? Maybe it's just the eyes.
I don't know, I like the maid. The maid is actually really pretty.
Yeah.
Alright. So let's see.
Everyone else is saying maid as well. You might as well.
Let's go with the maid. Sephiroth the maid. Actually, what are the worlds? There's like three or four worlds, which
I've got so many cables coming out of this 2DS, it's so uncomfortable to hold now.
Combat nuns are fun. I played one in Panic at the Dojo.
yeah, the priest eventually turns into a combat nun. Well, every class does. Not a combat nun, but they eventually turn into a combat class. Except for zombie. I don't like zombie. Oh, let's see if it... So for other classes, they take 1.5 times damage when hit from the back, but heroes take 5 times.
You've it. Oh,
So a special thing about... Well, they're force users, so they actually use spells. You can learn spells by spending levels.
Mhm.
At the moment, the only thing we have is the recovery force. It heals HP. Takes a bit of energy. Also, apparently we can detect people's life. Yeah. We've got more
I think
HP
they call
regen.
that a pulse. That's hardly magic.
Hmm?
That's just checking for a pulse. It's not magic.
No, it's a
Alright.
yes.
You want to take on Alma, or do you want to try something else? What quest
Also,
do
I
we
want
have?
everybody to appreciate this frog. It's trying to be stealthy.
Alright, so this world has a special enemy that we can recruit, I think. But first we might want to get good enough at fighting, otherwise we're gonna have to spend... Oh god, this goblin is beating us. That's humiliating.
You have 10 minutes.
Right. Let's see. If you run diagonally enough, if you run diagonally enough and you're faster than the enemies, you can occasionally get an extra turn over them. Oh yes.
I'm gonna set up my.
This is awful. Alright, we finally learned some magic.
Hooray!
So to use magic you have to concentrate and then you have to spend some energy. Most of the classes that use magic or use force, they tend to start out with flame force. The priest doesn't. The priest can instead learn holy fire. It's the same thing, it just does more damage to undead.
It's pretty good though.
Yeah. Why is there a bill like that?
Gonna.
How did we miss that? Well, I did not notice that. That was a wanted bat, which means they're much stronger, but it's a bat, so it doesn't really make much difference. The important part is...
What do you?
I am in the stead.
Who is this dickhead? Okay, so we're not great at fighting, so we're gonna cheat.
What if we offer to clean up the enemies' houses?
Uh,
To think that
Hero, Knight Erdu.
How do they-
regret.
so this guy is some sort of knight dude.
Sorry,
I've never actually recruited him before.
that's not it.
What?
I think he
know.
hits hard.
Someone is strong, or rather, are you?
I see.
I don't
To be
like
a
him
fellow
already, but
traveler.
whatever.
Understood.
His motive is pretty impure.
I
Oh,
sleep
excellent, great. Okay,
with
it's a local
one eye
one.
open.
So what I know of this
That's why
guy
I don't have
is
him.
that he is a physical fighter, and oh my god, give me useless.
His shoulder armor is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
Same.
Let's drop one of these. Okay, we have a Zweihander.
Nice.
Excellent.
We'll just stick to using the stave for now because we're gonna light these on fire. We're just finding a bunch of good stuff, aren't we? What do we drop?
Oops, I created it without a passcode.
Fine. Leave. Hey, it's a zombie.
Just have to do it before anyone joins.
Oh god. He hits hard. Our ally hits hard. Good news, since we don't. Some enemies, like zombies, can use attacks that reduce your weapon and armor durability.
Like acid attacks and other.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not too dangerous, but it's annoying if you have a good weapon. Also, I don't think this guy is so much a... I'm not sure if he's actually a standard knight or tank. I think he's meant to be based off the Dark Knight class, which means he's actually more of a physical fighter, a bulky physical fighter than a normal tank.
5-minute warning.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess I'll just stop it when we get to that point. I can heal. I don't know what to do. Well, we can suicide into the Fallen Angel if... Actually, no, we can't project it.
Nice.
well, stop the 2DS from sliding off of anything other than my knee. It might be. It's not that it's. It might not be desynced. It could be that just because we're a bit behind.
I think I may have walked the wrong way. Looking at the map ahead, there's not an easy way through. Okay, I think we're dead. Yeah, I should have gone south.
Nice.
Also, this guy likes it when you get hurt.
Are you ready?
Oh, that's good.
Oh god, that nearly took an hour to cross. Well, we got through.
I see.
We have... Yeah, no. I realized that we're not going to break through as many he has 15 shields now. We don't have a way of breaking through that. So we're probably just going to end with a failure at some point. Yeah, we're not really getting it far enough with the priest to jump much. Oh well. I was gonna light the tree on fire, but... Yeah, the Fallen Angel has canned responses. There's nothing like... Grr, I would kill you, but I'm busy. I have to destroy the rest of the world. Gonna be honest, I don't like the Fallen Angel as much as I do the Demon Lord. That could just be being a grumpy old man, though. Oh yeah, you get a bit of XP when you... What the hell are we on? You get a bit of XP when you cross to a new area. Okay, so we got some sort of weird knockback technique. I did a full run as a priest a while back. It was this week. I just don't remember much. Yeah, Crimson Phoenix. It's probably that I thought that the Demon Lord was more menacing. Yes, there are also traps that rust your weapons randomly. I'm not a big fan of them.
You have a minute.
We're not going to do much. We could honestly call it now if you wanted to.
Yeah, sure. If you like, I will resume. Johnny, thanks for this thing that we did. I can words. I'm so tired.
Sorry about dying repeatedly. It took us like 4 runs.
That's okay.
It's fine.
Alright.
It's the way the RNG crumbles. You can't always help it.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody mute up, and we will be back in a few minutes with Monster Hunter.
Going to stop streaming now?